The world is changing fast, but you can learn it at a slower pace.
Special English.
Please note that the following stories are read by AI, but all information has been written and verified by professional editors. You are listening to Special English.
The China Manned Space Agency has released a new video diary offering a detailed look at the daily work of the 3 Shenzhou 21 astronauts aboard the Tiangong space station, with a focus on a series of advanced aerospace medical experiments conducted 160 days into their mission. According to the agency, the astronaut trio has completed a series of cognitive function and emergency decision-making tests as part of ongoing efforts to monitor how long-term spaceflight affects human performance in isolation and microgravity. In the video, a key highlight is the crew's use of a space Raman spectrometer to analyze the metabolic components of urine samples. The data collected will help refine metabolic indicator systems and evaluation criteria for astronaut health during long-duration spaceflight. The 3 astronauts also collected and froze saliva samples, which will be analyzed on the ground to help researchers study gut flora and digestive function. In the field of microgravity physical sciences, the crew replaced samples in the fluid physics experiment cabinet, exchanged burners and gas cylinders in the combustion science cabinet, and cleaned samples from the containerless experiment chamber. The Shenzhou 21 manned spacecraft was launched from the Zhouchen Satellite Launch Center in northwest China on the 31st of October 2025. The Shenzhou 21 crew completed their mission's first series of extravehicular activities on the 9th of December last year, and the second on March 16th.
You are listening to Special English.
China leads the world in artificial intelligence publication volume, citation counts, total patent output, and industrial robot installations. That is according to the 2026 AI Index report released by Stanford University's Institute for Human-Centered AI. The report has tracked AI developments since 2017, covering technical capabilities, research output, societal impact, and public perception. Key findings include a narrowing performance gap between AI models in the United States and China, record high adoption rates, and the fastest ever expansion of AI access. It shows that AI capabilities are advancing rapidly, while efforts to measure and govern them are lagging. It also raises concerns over environmental costs, transparency, and the distribution of benefits. The report notes that the United States continues to produce more top-tier AI models and higher impact patents, and outspends all other countries on AI. However, it is increasingly difficult for the country to attract top global talent. Meanwhile, AI-driven labor market disruption is shifting from expectation to reality, with younger workers affected first. The report also says responsible AI efforts are not keeping pace with technological advances. Formal education is lagging behind development, and AI sovereignty is becoming a defining feature of national policy, despite uneven capabilities. Experts and the public, it adds, hold markedly different views on AI's future. Shanghai's economy has made a sound start this year, with the city's manufacturing output in three forerunner industries, namely artificial intelligence, integrated circuits and biomedicine, up 13.8% year-on-year in the first 2 months. That is according to Wu Wei, Executive Vice Mayor of Shanghai. During the period, Shanghai's total retail sales of consumer goods rose by 7.2%, while fixed asset investment grew by 7.4%. Meanwhile, in the first quarter of this year, the city's foreign trade increased by 21.9%. The added value of Shanghai's industrial strategic emerging industries grew by 9.9% in the first 2 months, with the new energy vehicles, new energy and new materials sectors expanding by 47.2%, 18.6%, and 10.2%, respectively. Shen Weihua, director of the Shanghai Municipal Commission of Commerce, said that as a major destination for foreign investment, Shanghai is now home to 10,091 multinational regional headquarters and 654 foreign-funded research and development centers.
You are listening to Special English.
A team of researchers has proposed that a large area in central China be recognized as a new global biodiversity hotspot. This designation would serve to highlight its extraordinary plant life and urgent conservation needs. The study, led by researchers from the Institute of Botany under the Chinese Academy of Sciences, in collaboration with scientists from Australia and Britain, was published in the journal Nature Ecology and Evolution. Global biodiversity hotspots are traditionally defined by two strict criteria. They must contain at least 1,500 species of vascular plants that are found nowhere else, and they must have lost at least 70% of their original natural vegetation. Currently, 36 regions around the world meet these conditions. The researchers identified central China as a region of exceptional importance, covering about 1.54 million square kilometers. This area is home to more than 14,000 species of vascular plants and also supports a wide variety of insects and vertebrates. Despite retaining only about 7% of its original vegetation, it hosts at least 2,024 endemic plant species, well above the threshold required for hotspot status. The researchers explained that central China's subtropical evergreen broad-leaved forests are a unique mix of ancient relict plants, which were once widespread but can now survive in only a few places, and newer groups of species that have evolved rapidly in recent geological time. This combination makes the region irreplaceable in terms of evolutionary history. Based on these findings, the research team formally proposed that central China be designated as the world's 37th global biodiversity hotspot.
That is the end of today's program. I hope you will join us every day to learn English at a slower pace.